Imagine this: the person you trusted the most, your husband, smiles at you while secretly plotting to replace you with someone else in your own home. He thinks you'll cry, beg, and collapse under the weight of betrayal. But what if, instead, you had a secret card to play that would turn his smug grin into pure panic? That's exactly what happened to me, and this is the story of how I made him regret underestimating me. If you've ever been betrayed by someone you thought loved you, and wished you could serve them the sweetest justice, hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned. Because this isn't just a story about heartbreak, it's about revenge, strength, and reclaiming power. I never thought I'd be the type of woman telling a story like this. I used to believe in love, loyalty, and the fairy tale promise of forever. My husband and I had been together for years. We built a life together, or so I thought. It all started when he came to me one evening with that soft, charming tone he used whenever he wanted something. He sat me down, stroked my hand, and said, "Honey, I need you to sign over the house. It'll help us save on taxes. Just paperwork stuff, nothing to worry about." At first, I hesitated. Something in my gut screamed that it didn't feel right. But he laughed it off, reassured me, and made me feel guilty for even questioning him. "Do you not trust me? After everything we've built?" His words stung. I told myself I was being paranoid. So, with a shaky hand, I signed. For a while, life went on as usual, or at least, that's what I thought. But slowly, cracks started to show. He came home later. He was distant. His phone was always face down. And then, the day came when he sat me down at that same kitchen table, but this time, there was no warmth in his eyes. Instead, there was a smug little smile, the kind of smile that made my stomach twist. He cleared his throat, like he was about to deliver good news. "I've met someone else," he said flatly. "And since the house is in my name now, you'll need to move out." "She'll be moving in." For a moment, I couldn't even process it. My ears rang, my hands shook, and I swear my heart physically hurt. This man, the one I had shared my life, my dreams, my trust with, had not only replaced me but also tricked me into handing him the roof over my head. He leaned back in his chair, smirking, as if he expected tears. As if he was savoring the thought of me begging, broken, at his feet. But what he didn't know was that months before, when he first asked me to sign, I had gone to a lawyer friend just to be safe. That friend explained exactly what the papers were, and I played along. What my husband didn't realize was that I had never signed over the house completely. The paperwork only transferred partial ownership, and in the state we lived in, that meant he couldn't do anything without my permission. So while he thought he had trapped me, I was silently watching him trap himself. I looked him dead in the eyes and whispered, "Oh, you really thought this would work, didn't you?" The color drained from his face instantly. His smirk faltered. "What are you talking about?" I pulled out the copies of the papers I had carefully kept. "You don't own this house outright. We still both do. And legally, you can't kick me out of a place that's still mine." His smug confidence evaporated. His jaw tightened. For the first time in years, I saw him nervous, scrambling. That can't be. But it was. The weeks that followed were delicious. He tried everything, threats, manipulation, even begging, but he couldn't undo what he had done. Worse for him, his new girlfriend realized quickly that the grand house he promised her wasn't his after all. She wasn't moving in. If she wanted a place with him, she'd have to pay for it. The dream he dangled in front of her crumbled, and so did their relationship. Meanwhile, I stayed exactly where I was. In my home. Safe. Secure. Empowered. The ultimate cherry on top. Since he tried to use deception to gain property, I filed for divorce and my lawyer shredded him in court. The judge awarded me the house entirely. His little game cost him everything. And the day I saw him standing outside with his boxes, while I leaned against the doorway, was the sweetest moment of my life. His face wasn't smug anymore. It was bitter, defeated, and small. Exactly how he had made me feel once, except this time, I wasn't the one crying. That moment, watching him walk away from the house he thought he had stolen, was pure justice. Every ounce of pain he caused me was balanced by the look in his eyes when he realized he had lost everything. Betrayal cuts deep, but sometimes karma needs a little push. Never underestimate the power of staying calm, planning carefully, and holding your ground. When someone tries to destroy you, the best revenge is making sure they destroy themselves instead. If this story gave you chills, smash that like button and tell me in the comments, what's the most satisfying revenge you've ever witnessed? And of course, subscribe for more stories like this, because nothing's more powerful than seeing justice served.